My dear brothers and sisters, welcome once again to Emmaus Walk. And today we want to look at the triad that has been proposed to us by the church. The triad of prayer, of fasting, and of alms giving. And I say we want to look at them, not because we want to go into detail of each one of them. We cannot exhaust them in this short time. But I want to suggest to you that the three go together. You cannot do one without the other. In fact, if you are doing fasting without prayer, then you are like the person who is doing hunger strike. All you do is to keep yourself away from food. It doesn't make any difference. From morning till evening, you have kept yourself away from food and you have not done any prayer. That is no fasting. So fasting must go with prayer. Otherwise, you are just on hunger strike. You have just decided not to eat. When people at a place want to agitate for something, they go on strike. I am sure you are not agitating for anything. So it's important that while you are fasting, you must know that fasting or starvation of yourself from food goes with prayer in order to become fasting. Otherwise, it is not meaningful. But again, fasting cannot be without alms giving. Because if you are doing fasting and you are keeping all you are starving yourself of, or all you are keeping yourself away from, only to use it later, then you are not too different from one who is doing savings. So you don't eat in the morning, you put it down. You don't eat in the afternoon, you put it down. You break your fast at 6 p.m. In fact, just before 6 p.m., you are salivating. Then it is 6 p.m., you are ready to eat. Then you use the morning breakfast as your appetizer. The lunch as your main course. And then the supper you use as your dessert. That is no fasting. So when you have kept yourself away from food, it is important to give it out as charity. Then you would have done fasting with alms giving. So fasting goes with prayer and alms giving. The triad go together. The same way when you do alms giving without prayer, it is no alms giving. Because alms giving, when you give out without prayer, you are no different from any philanthropist who has gone somewhere to give out to somebody. But because yours is a religious practice, it is important that your alms giving also goes with prayer. So I'm suggesting to you, my dear brother, my dear sister, it is important that you note this. You cannot fast without prayer. You cannot fast without giving alms. You cannot give alms without prayer. And when you do all three together, you are lifting yourself to God. First of all, you are acknowledging that you are a dependent being, one who is dependent on God. So you are moving yourself away from everything which is physical as much as possible. And you are directing your heart and your mind and your eyes towards God, Him whom you depend on. And while you do so, you are reaching out also to everyone who is around you. That is why your fasting must be fruitful. So in Matthew chapter 6, Jesus talks about those triad: prayer, fasting, and alms giving, suggesting that they go together and suggesting that they should not be done so that we shall get applause from others. And he says, those who do these things in secret, their Father who sees in secret will reward them. I pray that as you fast, you shall pray. I pray that as you fast, you shall give alms. I pray that as you give alms, you shall pray. And I pray that as you do this, not seeking applause from human beings, you shall find favor with God. May God bless you.